This presentation will cover what's new in the Summer Food Service Program for 2026. There are 3 new policies this year. You can access those by going to alabamaachieves.org. Click on Family and Students, Child Nutrition, Regulations and Policies, and scroll down to the Summer Food Service Program section. The first policy is the highest ranking official policy. The highest ranking official of a public or private sponsoring organization is the person who holds ultimate administrative and financial responsibility for operating the organization. Only the highest ranking official of an organization may sign a permanent agreement with the Alabama State Department of Education to participate in the Summer Food Service Program. The highest ranking official receives notifications from ALSDE, Child Nutrition Programs, related to application approvals or denials, compliance reviews, serious deficiencies, proposed terminations, and terminations. The name and contact information for the highest ranking official are required in new and renewing sponsor applications. When an individual is no longer serving as the highest ranking official, the sponsor is required to notify ALSDE Summer Food Service Program section within 10 calendar days in writing on the organization's official letterhead, stating the individual's legal name, official title, and effective date of separation. When a highest ranking official is appointed, the following actions must be completed in the online portal within 10 calendar days. First, revise the board president and SFSP committee chair and statement of authority checklist item in the sponsor application and submit to ALSDE for approval. Secondly, sponsor organizations that are not public schools or school food authorities are not required to submit the written notification on the organization's official letterhead, stating the legal name, official title, and effective date of appointment. We do need the official and complete minutes of the board meeting documenting appointment of the new highest ranking official. The next policy is the closed enrolled sites based on area eligibility. There are 2 area eligibility options for closed enrolled sites. One is where at least 50% of the enrolled children are in the attendance area of a school that has been determined eligible for free or reduced price school meals under the National School Lunch or School Breakfast Program. The second way in which a closed enrolled site can become area eligible is where at least 50% of the children residing in a geographic area where, based on the most recent census data available or information provided by a Department of Welfare or Zoning Commission, are eligible for free or reduced price meals under the National School Lunch and School Breakfast Program. If an area eligibility option is selected for a closed enrolled site, additional documentation is needed on the link application. One of the following is required: documentation that an open site is operating in proximity to the closed enrolled site, allowing children from the community to have access to meals, or an indication that there's a recurring or ongoing safety concern in the immediate vicinity of the closed enrolled site. Please provide verifiable documentation for operating a closed enrolled site in an area eligibility situation. For example, a Google map showing major traffic areas, a Google map showing open site within 5 miles, or crime data in the area, and you will attach that information on the checklist on the link application under the tab Miscellaneous. The last policy I will discuss in this presentation is the policy regarding good standing. A sponsor of the Summer Food Service Program is in good standing with the Alabama State Department of Education if it currently meets the 3 performance standards of financial viability, administrative capability, including maintaining adequate staffing to support the level of program service, and program accountability in its program operations. Good standing requires the sponsor to be current with all financial obligations, to have fully implemented a corrective action plan from an administrative review within the required time period, if applicable, and to have no repeated or serious deficiencies in the next administrative review. A sponsor that has not yet been through an administrative review is in good standing. Good standing for a sponsor of multiple child nutrition programs applies to all child nutrition programs for which that sponsor is approved. The non-discrimination statement has changed, and USDA is having posters printed. As soon as we receive those, we will forward them to approved Summer Food Service Program sponsors. In the meantime, if you have any old posters, continue to display those until the new ones arrive. If you do not have any old posters, you may print the non-discrimination statement and display it in a prominent place. The link to the non-discrimination statement is indicated on this slide. There are additional training opportunities this year which will be done virtually. Those training videos and training presentations can be found on breakforaplate.com/summer. They include basic food safety, civil rights, USDA foods, and plate cost allocation training. The basic food safety videos are for sponsor representatives who do not have certification in food safety. If you have food safety certification, you need not watch the food safety basic videos. You may upload a copy of your certificate in the link application. The same thing applies for the civil rights training. If you have had civil rights training as a school food authority for school year 25-26, you may upload a copy of that training certificate into the link online application. If, on the other hand, you have not had food safety training nor civil rights training, it is required, so you must watch those training presentations to apply for the Summer Food Service Program. USDA Foods presentation is a short presentation about the availability of USDA foods during the summer, and plate cost allocation only applies to a very limited number of sponsors, those school food authorities who are vending meals to the Summer Food Service Program. We have some additional Teams meetings planned. One is for rural non-congregate training, and the other is for meal counter training. Those dates and times are listed on the slide. And finally, the last item of what's new for summer 2026 relates to the link online application. We have requested enhancements to the online application, and some of those enhancements are listed on this slide. Removing the requirement for duplicate uploads of documents, alphabetizing checklists for easy retrieval of documents, changing some of the functionalities to make it easy for the end user, focusing again only on the required documents for program approval, and creating a report which will send site information to USDA to upload on the Site Finder website. If you have any questions, please contact us at 334-694-4660 or send an email message to sun@alsde.edu.